Hello fellow YouTubers! So it's day 5 of the May painting challenge, and I actually spent the evening at home, so I did some progress on the project. As you can see, I assembled the bodies as far as I'm gonna do before painting. I pinned their legs and put them on these corks with some poster tacked on old painting pot. So I use this when I paint, so it gets a good hold. And the pin actually makes, I'm gonna show you later, but it makes it the way that I can actually finish my bases and then just pin the model to the base when both are finished on separately. I also tend to paint every item, every piece of the miniature separately when I take my time and paint. So I put all the heads and sniper rifles and backpacks on these toothpicks, so I can paint them separately and get to all the details. And then when it's finished, I just glue the model together. So that's my recon squad. Great progress. So tomorrow I'm gonna just black bomb them and start on the green base paint for them. So let's move those out of the way. I spent a lot of time this evening in a hangout with my gaming friends, so actually did some minor painting as well. Added the metal details on Abaddon that I'm repainting, and also on this MK4 Apothecary. If you wonder about the MK and number denotation that I kind of bring up all the time, it's because of in the Heresy era the Marines had different marks of armor, so they started out with a Mark 1 armor before they went to on the Crusade. Then they had the Mark 2 armor, which is the next version up, which is a very bulky kind of square-looking armor. Then they have the MK3 armor that you're gonna see later on when I show my other miniatures. And then this Apothecary actually has the MK4 armor. Has this kind of distinct helmet pattern with the well, you can see how it looks. That's the MK4 armor. And also the legs have these very distinct knee pads that you can see it on. And as it's an MK4, it's a lot less bulky than the earlier marks of armor. Then you have like Heresy armor MK5, which is the ones that have all the studs pretty much. And then MK6 is the Beaky Marines, the ones with the pointy helmets. So yeah, let's move on to answering some questions. As you can see, Abaddon doesn't want to move out of the picture. I mean, he's Abaddon, so of course not. Yeah, I have two questions I haven't answered correctly, so let's move on to them. Day 4 question was, outside of the May painting challenge, what armor miniature range are you working on now? Let's put him in the picture so you have something to look at. Well, we have a big campaign weekend coming up at the 20th of May, so pretty much nothing else gets painted other than my Sons of Horus until then. I have one small painting project I have to do in tandem with my Sons of Horus, and that is to paint up a few Battleship Gothic ships that I have, because we're gonna have a game of that as well when my friends or our friends turn up from England for the campaign weekend. So Battlefield Gothic ships is the short answer. Then I'm gonna move him out of the way and then go over to question number 5. Of all the minis you own, what is the pride of your collection right now? Why? Show it off for extra Warboss Tay points. And of course I want the extra points, not that I know what to spend them on, but hey ho. Warboss Tay bucks is always a good thing. So I have a lot of models. I mean, I have an Astra Militarum force, I have Cartasians, and I have tanks. I have the Kriegs that I painted up just last painting challenge. I have different kinds of Space Marines. I have orcs. I have a huge orc army. what else? Space Wolves, which I talked about as my first army I ever acquired. So many of my models are painted to a not that great standard. It's tabletop standard, and the reason is most often because, well, I don't. I paint before games, and I ran out of time to paint and finish them. So they're pretty much like 80% finished. So I can't really call them my pride and joy and pride of my collection. But I'm going to show you some models that are completely finished from when we did the first Horus Heresy campaign. That was about 4 years ago, and for that part of the campaign I played the pre-version, because it was actually taking place during the Great Crusade. So the Sons of Horus wasn't called the Sons of Horus, they were called the Lunar Wolves. And the models I'm going to show you is from an HQ squad that I made for my Lunar Wolves army. I'm just going to put them out, and I think I'm going to put the camera a little bit closer to the back, perhaps something like that. So we have a veteran with Mark 3 armor. As you can see, it's very bulky and big, armed with lightning claws, and I actually managed to paint lighting effects on these lightning claws. Don't know how I actually pulled that off. It's got some old Rogue Trader era transfers, and on the other shoulder pad, like the rest of the squad, it's got the homemade Lunar Wolf transfer that I actually made for this army. So I printed them out and made my own transfer sheet. Then we have this champion armed with a power sword. It's actually made up. The helmet is converted from an Ultramarines Sicarian model. The breastplate is taken from, let's see, Anvil Industries, the company that made those. That bit, and then it's like other bits as well. It's Grey Knight legs and stuff like that. And then they need some support to stay alive, so I made this apothecary as well. It's actually kitted out in MK4 armor. Got the same transfers and a Grey Knight head. I like this head, the bare-headed variant, so I think it suits a veteran. And then we have this guy, the banner bearer. I'm really proud of how I managed to convert and paint up this banner. So this is an Ultramarines veteran from the Marnes Calgar command squad that he has. So this banner had some Ultramarines stuff on it, so I kind of took all that away and converted it to suit the Lunar Wolves. This had the wrong numbers, so I kind of carved them into the right numbers. Can't see it all that great, but it's an X and a V and an I, so in Roman numerals that's the 16th Legion, which is the Lunar Wolves, and later on the Sons of Horus. And I just enjoyed the way he turned out when painting him. Really nice model, and I like it. I hope you like it too. And then, as my leader for my army, I had this. Probably showed him like 10 times on my channel in different videos. I'm really proud of him. It's Loken, and this was before the official Loken character actually got released, so I converted him up by myself. The basics is like MK4 legs, a regular Space Marine breastplate from the Plastic Marines, and then I took this shoulder pad with the studs on it and made a little plastic card rim to match the other side. This part here is all converted from plastic card, and so is these like tassels and the little golden discs on his knee pads. So he has a bolter and a chainsaw. That was the armament he had when the homebrew campaign rules were out that we used. So yeah, that's him. And I know his blonde is supposed to be black haired, but well, I didn't think about that when I painted him up, so he ended up blonde, but well, that's the way it goes sometimes. Same thing about their armor color. When I started painting this army, I went by there was a big book, illustrated book that talked about the Horus heresy with a lot of illustrations, and they showed pictures of the Lunar Wolves and the other legions. And the pictures showed like, you know, white scars. They're really white, so they showed their armor as white. And they showed Death Guard was white and green back then, and World Eaters has white armor as well. And they all showed up as white in the illustrations. But then the Lunar Wolves showed up as this really pale gray. So that's the way I painted them, this pale gray. But then later on I actually read in some texts and facts about them that their armor was supposed to be white. So, yeah, that's... I'm not going to repaint them, so this is the way they ended up. I really like this gray, pale gray as well, so I think it suits them. So, yeah, I hope you like it as well. If I had to choose again to paint them white or this pale gray, I'd probably go for this color as well now. So yeah, that's the pride of my collection right now. This Command Squad and Garville Loken. Yeah, 11 minutes, almost 12 minutes. So it turned out to be a long video today, but I had some really nice questions to answer. I hope everything's good with you other guys' projects, and remember, it starts to get tough in the week number 2, and then you have to sorry, really push on towards the end. But I hope everybody hangs in there, because I really enjoy watching everybody's videos, and there's some amazing projects going on this year and so many people to watch. I try to subscribe to all the new guys. I try to start and comment on the videos. Since I've been away for the weekend and got the role-playing session last night and so on, I watched a lot of videos, but I haven't had the opportunity to comment, so I've been going back and commenting on videos and stuff. So, well, you know, now you know why the reason is, but I hope to be more active going forward here, at least when I can, and not too occupied due to work and other stuff. So yeah, I think I'm gonna call it there. I will be at home doing hobby stuff tomorrow as well, so I hope to make some good progress until that video too. And well, best of luck with your own projects, and I will see you again tomorrow in the day 6 update. Bye.